guys, it's Nicole from the ColieBing channel, and today I am here on the Crafty Maven Getaway channel for a Scraplift Saturday. I wanted to take just a minute or two to kind of go over sort of how I fell into what I'm getting ready to do. I just got done doing a 2-week sort of speed scrap session on a private message board, and it was kind of like Calvin Ball, a little bit different. And I went and checked the schedule of when I was due for videos, and wouldn't you know it, I was due for one tomorrow, which today for you guys. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to be doing a scrap lift. So when I saw that I was scheduled to do a scrap lift, I kind of went over to my shelf where I kind of keep stuff that I know I'm going to be working on in the next little bit, like classes I'm in the middle of, different projects that I'm sort of either have already started or I have set supplies aside to work on. And I had pulled some different photos, and I thought I was going to work on those, and I matched them up to this collection from Simple Stories. It is a very old collection. I'm okay with using old product, doesn't bother me. And when I pulled the collection pack, I saw that I had tucked this photo in here, and I sort of changed my game plan. So I love to scrap lift. I think scrap lifting is completely awesome. Just make sure you give credit back to it. So Scraplift Saturdays, okay, is probably going to sort of be where I am going to gravitate towards, especially on this channel. So knowing that I've got this one photo, I don't really feel like doing a 2-page spread and going back and finding more photos and all that. So knowing that I had this, I needed to sort of find a jumping off point or somebody that I could go look and find an inspiration piece to scrap lift. My go-to girls are Nicole McGork, Jennifer Gallagher, and Laura Vegas. And so I will kind of go to either Google Images, Pinterest, something like that, or even straight to the person's blog that I know I can probably find inspiration for. So for this one, Laura Vegas was popping into my head mostly because of the photos that I had previously pulled. They were geared more towards the big photo collages and stuff like that, so I was already kind of looking at her stuff. And so basically I just kind of purposely gave myself tunnel vision. I was looking for something that she had either used a large photo for or a smaller photo collage, because it's pretty easy to kind of switch between the two. So I just kind of very quickly went and grabbed 4 that I thought would work for me. So I thought with this, I could always put my photo in the middle, and I could do either 3 squares on each side of my photo, 3 hearts on each side of my photo, something like that. These two are very similar. If I choose to go with this, obviously I'm going to have larger sides because I'm working with a 5x7 photo, so that's going to give me 2.5 inches on either side of my photo, but that's going to give me places to embellish. This I thought was fun because I am using a collection pack. I can kind of play with the different patterns and then sort of create this focal point more in the middle. So as of right now, I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. In the video, obviously, I will have already selected one of these, and you guys will see that with the photo credit given back. As of right now, this is kind of all I have picked out. I tend to do my photo and my papers, get those down where I want them, and then I kind of hit title, journaling, and then usually the last thing I'll do is embellish. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and take you guys through my process for a scrap lift inspired by a Laura Vegas page. Alright, so as you can see from the opening photos, I went with Laura's layout that sort of had the strips of pattern paper that you kind of wallpapered the back of the layout with. Mostly because you can see me flipping through the photos here. It just kind of was the one that was working the best, I guess, as far as the photo that I had and kind of what I was thinking about doing and stuff. So I ended up just cutting varying widths. I didn't really measure anything. There was stuff from about 1/2 inch to almost 2 inches, and then the only thing that I measured was I made sure to cut them all so that they were 11.5 inches top to bottom. I didn't want it to go edge to edge. I like having a little bit of a cardstock border around my layouts lately. But I do tend to gravitate towards sketches or inspiration pieces or scrap lifts where you're kind of wallpapering your layouts almost. I like seeing a lot of pattern paper. I like using a collection kit where it's all the same colors. The patterns I already know are gonna match and work for me, and that's just something that I have kind of discovered that I like for my personal stuff. And I'm not very good about mixing patterns from different manufacturers. I can kind of do it, but it's not something that I'm necessarily comfortable with, so I do tend to scrap within a collection. So there you can see I've got the basics down. While I was going through the collection kit, I grabbed one of these acetate photo overlays and just trimmed it down so that it would sit on top of that little strip of paper. And then I'm going to bounce around between the stickers that coordinate with this collection. There was some Simple Stories stickers that I found. I believe they were from Homespun. It was another family-oriented collection. And then just a bunch of like the Snap stickers, the ones that you can get from Michael's. I was hoping to be able to use one of the alphabets because the colors were really good, but I found that they were going to be too big. The alphabet that came with this collection, I had used up like all of the T's, a couple of the letters that I would have needed, so I kind of just got to the point where I was like, okay, just find whichever one is the right size and the right color and has the right letters, and like, let's just get this done. And I think that ended up being from the I Heart Summer sticker sheet that has the alphabet and the like labels and stuff, but the yellow ended up working. And I probably could have picked a darker color alphabet, but I am the type of scrapbooker that once I'm sitting down and I've got, an hour to get something done, I just end up usually making whatever is around me work for what I need to do. I'm kind of working my way out of this mentality of, there's a perfect sticker for this or perfect embellishment for that. I'm kind of like, no, what is available right here? So I'm going with a very basic title of just Thanksgiving 2010. I ended up having to send my sister a text with a photo asking her if she remembered what year this was. I tend to use Facebook as sort of my diary of when things happened, and it wasn't on mine. So luckily she was able to at least give me the year so that I could include that. And then I'm just going to kind of put basically just like label stickers and phrase stickers in a couple areas, and then a couple hearts from the coordinating sticker sheet to put around the title and the journaling. And then I was wanting something that wasn't a flat sticker, so my go-to for that is typically enamel dots, and I dug through there trying to find colors that would match, and I ended up with my go-to, which is these wood grain ones. I think I bought probably 20 packs, and I'm getting low, so I'm starting to get a little panicky. And then my go-to journaling for the last couple of weeks that I've been trying to get through a bunch of stuff is I just type up my journaling, cut it into strips, ink the edges, glue it down. Down and dirty, not very creative, but I do like the added texture that it's including. I like the freedom that you kind of have to sort of nestle it into different areas. Sometimes I'll split my sentences up and put some by one cluster, some by the title, some by another area. This was a photo that we take every year at Thanksgiving, so I just kind of put some basic information and called it good. So that is my completed layout, and I have included a couple close-ups as far as some of the embellishment clusters and my journaling and things like that, just in case anybody wanted to see that. So I'm always thankful So thank you for watching my Scraplift Saturday video, and I will post a link below to my own channel in case you want to come on over and check that out. Thanks!